Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Alara and today is a WIP Parade. So this is kind of a fresh start WIP Parade. I won't be going into anything that I stitched previously as far as like numbers from last year, before pictures. This is going to be very minimally edited. I want a clean slate. Last year sucked and I'm over it. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on and checking my channel out. If you are a current subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me and coming into 2025 with me. Yeah, I will start with my finishes that I could remember and find from last year. I will do that much. Excuse me, I have no idea how many parts or if this will be multiple parts. I'm only going to get into my active WIP stuff that I've actually started. I'm not going to get into any of the new starts or the kitted starts or anything like that for this year. So if you checked out my last video for Stitchopoly, everything you see today will be included in the board, plus however many new starts can fit. Yeah, so yeah, let's dive right in. No particular order. Most of my finishes from this past year have been ornaments. I got into an ornament kick and nothing has really been really FFO'd. Not really, but that's okay. I will talk about where they were from if I remember. So this first one I did is from Textured Treasures. It's like a motif out of a larger thing. This was a kit to just kind of get a feel for it. A lot of specialty floss, a few beads, tons of specialty stitches. I don't know. You need to... I forgot to fiddle with the light before I started filming again. Dawn to Dusk or Dusk to Dawn, I don't remember which one. Sorry if you can hear my cat. I think she's starving to death. This one is an ornament from this book. No, there's going to be a lot of them out of here. 100 cross stitch or Christmas ornaments. They're old, I think. No, this might have been from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine. I don't remember. Little Rocking Horse. I did change up the colors to a little brighter green and brighter red. So, this one is out of that book for sure. Sparkling Snowflake. I used Petite Treasure Braid for the gold, and it is very sparkly. Unfortunately, it's really hard to catch that on camera. Oh, I do want to also mention that I will be doing my first round of Monopoly at the very end of my WIP Parade. So if you're interested in seeing my stitching plans, so to speak, for this first bit of New Year, yeah, stick around for that too. Give us this day our daily meds, which is kind of ironic since I'm off all my meds now. This is a piece from Blue Fox Stitchery on Etsy. And this was I think this was a Tiny Dimensions kit. I really just have to lace up the back and finish it off, but it's super stiff, because, you know, dimensions. That one took me a couple of days to do. It was fun. I don't remember the name of it, but it's one of their, like, kind of starter kit things. She needs to go back upstairs. She's driving me crazy already. I finished this one at the first of the year. This is a shop off of Etsy. Oh my god, shut up, cat. I'm so sorry if you can hear her. Bluebird on Thorn Branch from... I don't remember. If you're really interested in it, put a comment down below and I'll dig it out. But again, I'll be right back. Okay, chase the cat upstairs. But yeah, if you're interested and really want to know where that's from, just put a comment in the comments. All right. My big finish for this year was the Heaven and Earth Designs Stitch Along that I chose to do. This is Merry Mushroom Village Picnic 2. I did submit my finish. Oh, yeah, I'm starting off real good, aren't I? Various counts of fabric. This is done on 25 count, even weave. I did this 2/1 half cross, and I really love how it turned out. But it was a push to get it done. Like, once I was like over it and just wanted to get it done. So I did not join the Heaven and Earth Design sale this year. I did like a lot of the pieces, but not enough to join and have that headache again. For not necessarily a pool of rewards that I was really that interested in this time. So I also finished, this is from 2x2 Stitch Art. I don't remember if it's actually called Island Mountain Sunset. I don't remember if they named theirs. That's what I called it. I did this on an 18 count Aida, 2/1 full cross. And you guys have not seen that. I finished it in my hiatus from filming. But I really like how it turned out. I wasn't sure about it for quite a while until I got the mountains filled in, and so yeah, I really like how it turned out. The colors were really nice. But I tell you what, deleting stuff off of Pattern Keeper, it's very satisfying. Because I'll tell you, once I'm done with a piece, if it's on PK, it is out of there. Because I am of the Pattern Keeper is pattern storage school. I do still have all of my files like backed up and stuff. So, oh, January 1st reminder to back up your files on Pattern Keeper if you haven't already. I'm of the need to do that. I need to sit and go through that. All right, more finishes. I got, this is from Dimensions. I did the polar bear. I'm planning on doing all 6 of them, but yeah. Ooh, I don't remember if I put these in my, I don't think I put any Christmas ornaments on. On my Monopoly boards. That's okay. I'll look at it later. But I finished them. I'm doing this on a 14 count black plastic canvas. Most of it is 2/1, either full cross or half stitch, depending on, dimensions. But I did do the white 3/1 just because it is a black plastic canvas for the coverage. So they turned out really cute. I think I'm just gonna cut them out right at the edge of the plastic and put a little, cut out a hanger for it for an ornament, and maybe glue some felt on the back. So let's see what else. Here they are. My little bag-o finishes for Christmas ornaments as well. I need to put the other stuff in here too. Okay. All right, this one is also out of that 100 Christmas ornaments. I don't know why he's off center so much. Like, I folded him in quarters and thought I started in the middle, but obviously he is way off center. That's okay. This is an 18 count Ice Murano Ada from Artiste. And 2/1 cross. His beard is not stitched on purpose. I think he's like, the finish in the book is like a round ornament, and it just kind of gets cut off. And yeah, someday I'll have an FFO party. And then another one out of that 100 Christmas ornaments. Just a pair of candles. I did adjust the back stitch to be not as stair-steppy as a lot of the 80s stuff did, and there was like, it's like a stained glass style, but I didn't like how they had the glass part, so I left some of that back stitch out. I thought it turned out pretty good though. This one is a Mill Hill pattern. They called for silks that I did not do. I debated about back stitching, and I don't know, I may still go back in and throw some back stitching around those gingerbread men. The pattern itself, like the cover photo for it, they didn't like show up very well on that either. So I might, depending on if I think about it and if I feel like it when I think about it. All right, and then I have a collection of ornaments from 4stitchlove.com. They're on Etsy as well, and I got their gnome series. So this one's the stocking gnome. These are all done on, I can't remember, is it 16 count? Pretty sure it's 16 count lilac Ada from Witchelt, which I don't care for. I don't like their fabrics. Yeah, the back stitching, there's like a lot more back stitching on these guys than I thought, and I honestly don't like it. Like, it looks great, it turns out really nice, but most of the back stitching is pierce the stitches on purpose. And like, I'll take Dimensions back stitch over doing that any day. But it does turn out good, so if you don't mind it, then they're not terrible. I got an ornament gnome done, and these are also not the same size, like stitch count wise, so I cut all of my fabric the same size thinking that they were all the same. That was a bad idea, because like this guy barely fits on his on his fabric. I'm gonna have to get a little bit creative when I finish him. That beard went on forever. But yeah, I really like how they turned out. It was just, yeah, not a fan of how the back stitching is charted. So those were my finishes for 2024. Get these other ones in here. Yeah, I'll have to make sure that I've got at least a slot for Christmas ornaments on the Monopoly board. Okay. All right, now for the most part, oh, actually, I'm going to show you. I actually think I got most of my ornaments that I had started done this year. I don't think I have a lot of other. Yeah, I don't think I have a lot of other ones started. So I am going to go ahead and show you my WIPs for these so far. My WIP, my one WIP that I have left. These are all the gnomes that I still have to do. I've got this one started. Let me pull it up and show you what it's going to look like when it's finished. Because I don't have these like in my bins, because my bins are all in alphabetical order, but I have the Christmas ornaments out of it. Okay, so this one is show you the PDF so you can kind of see it with back stitching done. And a little tree gnome. Sorry for the glare. Hopefully the lighting will be okay. But I just have his hat started. So not a ton. I have $472 out of 2,723 done, not including back stitching. So they all go relatively quickly. So yeah, I think I might put my Christmas ornaments as like a block on Monopoly stitching. So I'm still finalizing a little bit of that. Like I said, everything will be on there, but I think I might leave those as their own slots simply because they don't have like a ton of stitching in each of them. Okay. I think the only other like 2 oddball ones that I don't have in my bins, I will go ahead and show you. This next one is a butterfly sampler. This is by Happy Mood Point, I believe. Yeah, they are Daily Pattern Post on Etsy. They used to be Happy Mood Point. This is Butterfly Sampler. I am doing this 2/2 on a 14 count Aida. It's like a cream colored Aida. And I just have the butterfly done in the middle. It's going to be pretty big on 14 count. I'm going to frog that bottom half of that butterfly because you can't see the wings. I'm doing it in like a sparkly floss kind of stuff. And a mix of like metallic sparkly stuff and knockoff DMC. So I was doing some testing for product reviews, and okay, I should have warned you, there's going to be zipping and wrinkling and crinkling, because if I tried to open all of these, there would be stuff everywhere. I couldn't do it. I did join the Cross Stitch Studios Mystery Sal, their Celestial Fantasy piece. I just started it last night. It was my end of the year start. I put like 474 stitches in, I think. 424 stitches in. This is my start. It's super tiny. It's only 300 by 300. I'm doing this on a 32 count even weave that I got off AliExpress. So I don't have a before or, finished up to show you, obviously, because it's a mystery. This first page is almost like it's only 50 wide, so I think it stops here, and 80 down. So the first page is super tiny. It's only 4,000 stitches, so I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna keep up on it, but I'll pull it out and work on it. Like if I decide my focus is that for that week, that could be a thing. Because I do have like put so many stitches on your focus piece, but my focus piece is whatever I'm focusing on at the moment. So there's that. Okay. All right. Bin number 1. All right, you're gonna have to do with all of my, like, everything that's fully kitted is in these bins that has even not been started. So I'm gonna have to kind of dig, and hopefully I may miss some. That's okay. That was a start, but it was also a UFO, so it's gonna be a restart. Okay, first up is African Daisy by Total Cross Stitch. Again, you're going to have to deal with me going through my pattern keeper to find stuff because I am not inserting photos if I don't absolutely have to. I just can't. Not going to do it. I'm getting hungry. My husband is upstairs cooking dinner on his day off. Walk up. Okay. I love the colors in this piece. Love, love, love the colors in this piece. The confetti in the middle for the flower is unreal. I am doing this on a 28 count. It looks like all of my counts are going to be sort of estimated. Ooh, I got really orange there. Ooh, what is this? Unless I have like a tag for it in the bag or whatever. It's a 28 count Monaco tea color, tea dyed. And I have 1,612 stitches for 0.97%. I forgot about percent for the butterfly one. That's okay. I started in the middle for this one, and I did not grit it. I was very sick when I started this with pneumonia. And so yeah, that's going to be interesting if I can keep it pretty not, you know, not gridded and not screwed up. So that's just that middle. Like right in here is where I started that. So I really love the colors. It's looking really, really nice. So we'll see if I ever land on it to get some stitches in it for this year. Darn it. I forgot to bring in, I meant to bring in something to mark my spot where I was in these. Be right back. Okay, that way I don't lose my place in my bins. All right, this is a kit from Bucilla called Afternoon Nap. It's in one of my own bags. And little kitty, this was a gift from my friend Ari. I started that while she was here. She has a duplicate, so we're stitching this together. Started it together, I think. Ari, did you start yours? I don't remember. So, Afternoon Nap. Little kitty. It is 18 count white Aida. I do not know how many stitches I have in it. I don't even remember if I counted it when I started it. But that's the kitty's ears. And I'm just working my way up to the top. And I'll start, you know, my upper left usualness to get that going. So hopefully you cannot hear my stomach growling. So it is like a green and some gray in there. Just a few hundred stitches, nothing crazy. Okay, this next one you guys have never seen. I debated on whether or not I was going to show you a couple of these, but I have them on Monopoly. They're going to be worked on as they get worked on. This is a chart that a project that I charted myself. Yeah, I downloaded a crap ton of Jasmine Beckett Griffiths open source pictures, and I really want to chart them. I love her work. But I've never really done it. I wanted to do some test stitching to see if I have the talent for it, because I don't care who you are. If you have never charted, there's some sort of like magic knack that some people have and just are just amazing with it. So I don't know if I will be included in those people. We'll see. So this one is called Alchemical Angel 2. Let's see if I can find... There she is. Okay. So I want to show you... Now, this is the mock-up from the program that I used. And this is Pattern Keeper's mock-up. And I feel like there's quite a bit of difference in the look. So I was very curious, especially to see which one was more accurate for one. And yeah, just to see how the program and the tweaks and stuff that I did, how they turned out. Like, I ended up having to basically hand chart the whole middle of this Nautilus. Like this dark spot right here, because it was just black. So I actually went in and hand charted a lot of that. And got rid of a lot of the ninja stitches and just, you know, cleaning it up and things like that. So I wanted to see if I was any good at that before I maybe turned them loose into the wild. I am doing this on the 32 count fabric. It's not big. I think it's only, I forgot to, I'm still learning how to do like a mock-up, or not a mock-up, like a cover photo, cover page with information and stuff on it. So she is 280 by 350. 280 by 350. So there's 98,000 stitches in it. I've got 732 in for 0.75%, and I'm starting in the middle where her face is, because I felt like that was where the most questionable part was. That's her nose, a little round spot. So yes, the colors are a little wonky as far as like, is that face color kind of thing? But the tone of the picture in general is not like normal skin color tones. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes as far as, can I chart a picture? We will see. It could be an effort in what's that phrase? Effort in futility. Okay. Let's see, I have not started that one, nor that one. There we go. Nope, not that one. This one. Okay. Next up is Heaven and Earth Designs. This is a quick stitch mini by John Enright called Arctic Dreams. It does not have a big, there's a theme definitely of not a big start on a lot of these. Oops, gosh darn it. There we go. Beautiful colors. For sure. I love his work. I'm going to be orange a lot today, apparently. This is on an 18 count Aida. Excuse me. I have 1,441 stitches out of 110,925 for 1.30%. I did a middle start for this one, but I do have it gridded a bit. I think this is top. Yes. Okay. So this is where the orca is, and then this guy behind him. So 2/1, or yeah, 2/1 full cross for this one. Alchemical Angel is 1/1 full cross on that. I'm bad about telling you stuff like that. So if any of it, if you're curious on any of it, just ask. Okay. This one I've put quite a bit of work into actually recently. This is a Cooler Design Studio designed by Sandy Orton, called Asian Sampler. I saw Stitching Dreamer doing this one and was like, I need to do that. And it is a paper pattern, so I don't have a clue how many stitches I have into it. I am doing it on the called for even weave. It's an antique white something or other. Using all the called fors. And this is where I am with it. So I finished filling in this section. Yeah, of the letters. I have done the back stitching on that. I did the back stitching on the lantern and filled out a little bit more of the frame. And I think, yeah, this is back stitching threads. So most of this is calling for like 3/1, or no, excuse me, 3/2 full cross. I'm just following the directions for everything. I do like the fuller look of 3/1 on 14 count, which is, this is a 28 count, so over 2, it's equivalent to 14. And I do like the fuller look a lot of the times of the 3/1 for 14 count. It is annoying for leftover threads though to have to put that back on the floss drop that I use. Okay, next one is a Maxine Gadd creation. This is Autumn Harmony. I have several of hers, but I think only this one started. I want to remedy that this year. Hopefully we'll see how that goes. There she is. There we go. And I have a top left start on this one. She's so pretty. I have so far put in 5,980 stitches. She's a big one. She's 499,800 stitches. She's at 1.20% complete. This is on my 32 count Ada or even weave, and I am doing this 1/1 full cross. You can see the outlines of a lot of those leaves. Excuse me. So it looks really good. Oh, the Cross Stitch Studio Sal on this fabric. I'm trying that 1/1 tent. I don't know if I said that, but I kind of wanted to see how the coverage was, because this isn't like super thick or hard to work with or anything, but or bulky, but it does seem like I might be able to get away with decent coverage on it. We'll see. We'll see. I do prefer full cross, but it's nice for a little bit of a change every once in a while. Nuts. I forgot the actual fabric for some of these. I'll be right back. Okay, this one is from, where did I put it? There it is. From the Cottage Garden Sampling Series, Year in the Woods. And I am leaving them on, there's 3 per fabric that I have for them. So I'm not leaving them with the patterns. Not that one, this one. Yes, so luckily when I started them, I started in the middle. I need to keep it that way, so I gotta double check my Monopoly pieces for that too, because I need to make sure that I only do the 4 in the middle to start. But I have however many I have in here. Excuse me. I don't know. This is done on Bestitch Me's version of the Called Forest. Spirit of the Forest is what this one is on. It's a 28 count Lugana. And I'm doing it 2/2 full cross. That's most of his tail and the start of a tree. I will probably, I may go back on my spreadsheets and find how many stitches, if I recorded them for paper patterns. I will probably keep track of like how many I put in this year, but not necessarily like this is the total, because I won't know. Actually, that's a lie. I think I have this one in Pattern Keeper. Do I? Was I smart enough for that? I have 832 stitches for a total of 6.40%. Actually, that's not an accurate percentage, I don't think, because I think with the way Pattern Keeper, because I did the PDF, I made a PDF on the computer from the scan of it, and I think it counts every square instead of every charted piece. I'll have to fiddle with that. But I do have 832 stitches in that. Okay. Next up is another paper chart. This is from the Sampler Reproduction Company for BB 1699. I have a start up in the upper left-hand corner. It came as a kit, so I'm using the Called For 30 count dyed linen, and it is basically 2/2. And that's my start on it. The back stitching around, like the way, it's not actually back stitch. I can't remember the name of the stitch, but it's like you do every other stitch and then go back. I don't know. I don't like it. So I may rip that out and redo it as far as the back stitching goes. But yeah. Don't remember how many I have on that one either. I may have it recorded somewhere. Okay. Alright, next up is from Stitching Moon Designs, Megan. And this is Beautiful Simplicity. I do have the Max Color version. I don't think that's available in her Etsy shop anymore. But that's the one I have. And that's way up here. This is a picture from Norway that she took and colorized. I have an upper left-hand corner start as per normal for most of my projects. I love this piece. I really want to get more work done on it. And I have 2,179 stitches put in from 226,600 stitches for a 0.96%. Sad little start. I'm doing this on 28 count fabric, 1/1 full cross. I'm having trouble here. Okay. Here is my start. You can see the tree line coming in on that mountain. Excuse me. I was sick all December, so I'm still getting over the cough. But yeah. A lot of confetti in those trees, but they look so good. Like, I mean, it's going to be a big piece, so that's just a tiny little corner. And to have that much detail in it, I love it. Love it. Next one is a kit from Gecko Rouge. This is Lorna Lane's Bee. And I had trouble finding this when I was looking for it to work on last. There it is. I have 605 stitches out of 665,116 for 0.93%. It's a pretty small start. That's a theme. And it's really just the upper left bubbles and start of the flower. Not much to look at. It's not a very big piece. So it'll be interesting to see how many I can get stitches in on this year and the total number of stitches that I will be able to do. I don't have any kind of goals or anything like that for it. Just curious. Just curiosity. Oh yeah. Okay, so this next one was the Bella Filipina mystery stitch along from last year. I do not have is it in I think I put the whole thing in here. Did I? I don't remember. I don't remember how I'm stitching this. Am I just stitching from it? Oh, yeah, I'm just stitching on paper. I don't have the finished photo. I don't want to insert a picture. Wait, hang on. Bella. Yes, yes I do. Hang on. Opening the PDF. Okay, now this is their mock-up, but that's what it's gonna look like. If you want to see this completed, Stuart over at Stuart and Stitches finished this, and it's gorgeous. And I have however many stitches I have. I'm doing this on the call for Singing in the Rain from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. 2 over 2 28 count fabric, and I've been working on spring. So I've got the back stitching in there. I did put the beads, some of the beads, yeah, some of the beads are already in. There's a lot more to go. So, ta-da! It's a really beautiful piece. And I have all the stuffs to go with it. Takes up a lot of space in my bins. I need to expand my bins again, I think. It's getting a little tight in some spots. All right, next one up is Heaven and Earth Designs by Adele Sessler. This is called Beloved, and I got the flipped version. And I did an upper left-hand start. And this is an exercise in what not to do with mixed dye lots for thread. I have 7,755 stitches out of 295,450 for 2.62%. But you can kind of see the shadows where different dye lots have made it in. Hopefully on the finished piece it'll just look like it's part of the piece, but yeah, I do want to see more of this worked on. I'm doing this on a 28 count. I think it's a 28 count. Yeah, 28 count oatmeal Aida, 1 over 1 full cross. It's one of my bags that I made, which I made when I did this one. I was not paying attention. And the picture is on the inside. Oops. I keep the rejects. Nope. Nope. Okay. All right, this next one is from Luthien Art Shop. This was actually the first patterns I purchased from her, and I love what she's done. I got the birth month flower series that she has. I bought it kind of as a bundle, all 12, but they don't come on like as one piece. So I'm stitching them all together. It basically turned into a supersized size project. This is on the 32 count, 1 over 1 full cross, and I started with January. Just let me show you a little bit closer which one January is. I don't remember what flower that is. I think, is that a carnation? Pretty sure that's carnation. I have 1,000 stitches out of 25,921 for 3.86% complete. And I've just been working on the border. That was a fun stitch. I really liked it. But I'm not gridding this one because it's a sampler, and I don't want the shadow lines from the excuse me, from the friction pens that I use to show up after I'm done. So another exercise in counting for that one. And that is the first bin done. Next up, is, okay, this next one is a Heaven and Earth design piece from, this is the first batch that I ever bought from her. They were all supersized pieces because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And, excuse me, this is Supersize Max Color Chimera Black Rose. It is 999 by 909. It is huge. And even though it has max colors, it's only 172 colors, which is a lot, but not as max color as Hades tend to get. They usually are in the 230s for max color, but isn't she gorgeous? Upper left-hand start, I have 933 stitches. 9 out of 908,091. So I am at 0. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink. 0.10% complete. Not exactly a ton. I'm doing this on 28 count even weave. I started this with Kylene from CCL Stitches. I miss her videos. She hasn't posted in a while, but I know her life got lifey. So, but yeah, I mean, it's friggin' huge. So it's definitely team bed sheet on that one. Okay. All right, this next one was a kit that I bought off of eBay years and years ago called Country Cabin. I might have to have a coughing fit here in a minute. Country Cabin. It is on 14 count Ada. Just a cottage scene. It's probably a ripoff of something, as they do. I have some stitches in it. And it's really weird. Like, you would think the house would be mostly full stitch. No, the roof is like all half cross. 2/1. So I'm doing the half cross where it says to do the half cross, and I'll do full cross when it tells me to do full cross. I'm not sure how many stitches I have in it. Not that many. It is, I think it's, yeah, it's technically full coverage. But it does, again, have a lot of the half cross in there. Get in. Join the home. Coming. Oh, good grief. No, I want to come out and play. Okay. That one is not started. You started. You're not started. You are started. Okay, next up is Heaven and Earth Designs. This is Crystal Garden by Rose Kahn. There's a companion piece to this that I want to get as well. I don't remember the name of it. And I don't know where I can find it, if I can find it anymore, because she is no longer with Heaven and Earth Designs. I love the colors in this one. Excuse me. Oh, that's annoying. I have a total of 4,948 stitches out of 317,000 for 1.56% complete. We did an upper left-hand corner start. Open up. Why are you not opening? There we go. Nope. I'm doing this on 28 count even weave. And that is my start. Just background. Really pretty background, but background. One over one full cross. All right, my next one is Dark Queen of the Seas. I have a lot of work in this one. I really need to just keep trucking on it, but Monopoly will make that decision for me. This is from Autumn Lane Stitchery. This was their first mystery stitch along that they did, and I joined. I do have Dark Queen of the Earth as well, but she has not started. I do have fabric for her finally, though. I'm doing this on 14 count, whatever the called for was. I don't remember the name of the fabric, unfortunately, but it's gorgeous. From Under the Seas fabric, and that is where she's at so far. This was kind of a choose your own adventure, so I did modify the corners here. They were not charted as like manta rays, but one of the lovely ladies in the group did a rechart of those and did a crown rechart. And I went ahead and put her horn corals in there too. There's a couple other stuff that I'm going to change up, like I'm going to put the skull, that there was an option for either this orb or a skull, and I'm going to put the skull down in here in one of her tentacles like I saw somebody else do. I don't have very many original ideas myself, so apparently I stopped down here. So that's where I'm at with her. I really want to get her into a scroll frame so that I can, well, I'll worry about that when I get there, I guess, because since they're done in parts, all the beads are done at the very last, so we'll see what I have available at that point. I might have to make my own scroll frames. Excuse me. Okay. All right, this is about an hour. My husband told me that my dinner is ready, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this part of the WIP Parade here. I'll go ahead and start uploading it, and then after dinner I will continue recording. So yeah, stay tuned for part 2.